Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our little chat that we are having here with my dear friend Amanda Murphy, all the way from the East Coast. The reason we're here today is because we want to share a pretty exciting event that we have coming up in just under a month, March 27th, 28th, 29th at the Davis Conference Center in Layton. Amanda, I want to welcome you, and do you want to share a little bit about yourself, maybe what you're going to come and do with us?
Thank you. So I'm Bernina Expert Amanda Murphy. I'm an expert for the Q series, which is right next to me. And I'm coming out there to do one of the Bernina's big events. Like, this is an event where you get to use an overlocker, you get to use a long arm, you get to use a domestic machine, and Denise will tell you more about that. So I'm the long arm part. We'll be working on sit down Q series, and we'll be doing mostly ruler work, and I'll show you how to do different types of designs with some of my basic quilting templates and get you started with that. And you should be able to take what you learn in that class and apply it to pretty much any template, because once you learn how to hold the templates, etc., it's all pretty easy after that. So that's what we'll be doing. And it's such a treat to be able to teach in a room full of Q series. Sometimes I teach in rooms that have, half domestic machines, half frames, and it's a whole mishmash. But here we're going to be all on sit down Qs, right?
Actually, we're probably going to have a variety of sit downs and frame models.
So we're going to have frame models too. Yeah. Okay, because you guys do a lot of long arm sales. So on a frame, we'll have some frames in the room so you can go and stand at a frame and see how ruler work is different on a frame versus a sit-down machine. And the designs are all the same. Really the difference, and Denise says this because she does a lot of long arming, is how you hold the template, right? Are you driving the machine with one hand and holding the template with another, or are you holding the template and the fabric together as a unit like you would for a sit down? So we'll teach all, and you'll have an opportunity to try all, which you may as well try. If you have an event, I always think with long arms, if you have an event where you can actually try the machine, you should, right? Because each machine feels a little different.
So do they already have to know how to do ruler work, or like what's the plan there?
Nope. You guys just come in and, we'll just get started. It's funny with ruler work, it's just a whole different technique on a sewing machine. So it's sort of like everyone's a beginner when you start, because, you're learning how to kind of move the template and the fabric as one, or on a frame, the template and fabric you don't move the fabric on a frame. You're just moving the machine.
All you have to worry about is the machine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so, but it's a good opportunity if you've been on the fence about, like, do I want to sit down, or do I want a frame, or do I want to upgrade from a domestic to a sit down? It's a good opportunity to try it, because really you have to feel the difference. I always think, when I'm at shows, and people come around and they're trying different machines, I always know they're going to come back to Bernina. Right?
That's right. Well, and the cool thing too about the Bernina is both on the sit down and the frame is the stitch regulator is so precise that the stitches come out so perfect. Even if you're new at the ruler work, the stitch
blends and makes you look better than you are, right?
Yeah. So what if, there's going to be some people that are coming to this event because, like you said, we're doing serging, we're doing sewing, we're doing embroidery, and then we're also doing the quilting. So there's some people that are going to be coming to this event with the goal of maybe doing more with the embroidery and more with the sewing, and they're not into quilting, or they're into serging and they're not into quilting. So can you speak to those people that don't think they're going to want to do quilting?
Yes. First of all, I'd be into going to that overlock class as well. If I could find a clone of me, I would be hopping on over.
I'm sure a lot of people would love to find a clone of you. Yeah.
So I would be hopping on over, because there's things, even the domestics, I always think there's something you can take away from a class. And sometimes it's not something you're expecting to take. Someone says something in a way you hadn't thought about, or, you always can take away something. And, it's interesting to see what, now there's a real merging of techniques. So it's interesting to
Mhm.
see what garment sewers are
Totally.
doing with like adding quilting into the garments, or what people are doing when they're using the overlocker to actually piece. I mean, there's all different sort of crossovers. So sometimes you go into a class thinking, I know what I want to learn, and other times you just have no idea, but you take something away from it you didn't expect. And
Well,
that's
and
pleasure.
one of the things that I've always said that I love about the way that you teach, which is different than the way a lot of different people teach, is you make it seem so like regular and normal and easy, and not you're not like really into the rules a lot. You're kind of flexible, easygoing, and there's no mistakes, and it's okay if people
I
don't
don't
do it
teach the
perfect.
same class twice just because I can't remember it the first
Well,
time.
I
But
think that makes everybody feel comfortable and safe, and not stressed about doing
the
something
secret
wrong or whatever.
to learning free motion or ruler work really is to keep the class relaxed.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times people don't remember exactly what I say. They just remember kind of how they felt in the classroom, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if I can get them to feel confident, and maybe not necessarily in every design we do, but in some designs, so they have a starting point to take home to their own work, that's my goal.
Well, and I think this is going to be the first time doing ruler work for a lot of people, so I think that's great. So I want to just go back to some more details on the event overall again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, March 27th, 28th, 29th at the Davis Conference Center in Layton. We have a lovely area of that venue that's going to be all ours. We will have a classroom full of the long arm machines. We will have a classroom full of sergers, Bernina L890s in particular. We will have a classroom full of the Cape 770s, which is really lovely. And then another room with 790s and 880s. So they're going to be focusing on embroidery. So everybody's going to get a chance to do all the different things. We're going to have all the machines all set up. You don't have to bring anything. In most cases, well, some of the classes you'll be alone on your own machine. So everybody gets to do everything. On the long arm and on the embroidery class, they will share with one person. So you kind of get to take a little break and watch your neighbor and really learn things from a different perspective by just kind of watching. And I like to think about it and focus on just the idea and the concept and not just always doing it. So I like to share with somebody in that way. So again, everything is going to be provided. We have all the fabric already prepared for your classes. So that's checked off the list. Lunch is provided. We'll have like a vendor area. So there will be products. You're going to have some of your quilts and patterns and your products
Yes.
available for people to test out and try and buy and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another thing that happens too when we set up this many machines for an event is we need to sell them. And when we have so many, we're really motivated to sell them.
You really did go on a spending spree for this one, didn't you?
So people are always like, well, when's a good time to buy? When should I wait? When should I plan to buy? Well, this is a really good time because we're going to have a lot of products that we're going to have there, and we'll be thrilled to and motivated to send them home with you. So what I'm trying to say, and this is usually Eric's time to shine, is special pricing, special packages, special financing offers that Bernina is going to be contributing to. There's a lot going into this event. So we're really excited and we want to make it memorable for everybody. So yes, I did make the quilt behind me. Teresa's asking. It's Amanda Murphy's fabric and her design, and the whole idea behind the quilt. This one right here. The idea behind the quilt is to focus on the quilting, and I haven't quilted it yet. So maybe somebody will be so inspired after taking Amanda's class that they'll volunteer to quilt it for me, which would be fine.
You might even have kits of that left. I was wondering in your store.
We could get some kits ready.
There's some kits if you guys want to.
Good idea. So I have one more special thing that I want to share with everybody before we sign off. But do you have anything else that you thought of that you want to share?
No, I'm excited to come out west again.
Yep, we're excited to have you. The kids are excited to see
That's right. They're my buddies.
They're celebrity. Your quilting celebrity, Amanda Murphy. Yep.
I've been to their soccer games.
Yeah, that's right.
They're much more coordinated than I am.
So one last thing I want to share with you guys. I have a special gift to you if you have watched this video with us, and if you haven't signed up for the event, maybe you're excited to give it a shot at this point. We did have an early bird special, but that ended. But I would like to offer you a $50 discount and signing up the event now. So if you're interested in signing up, give me a call, give any of the stores a call, and mention that I told you get out $50 off the event. So Hawks for sure get an additional discount as well. But I'd hate for you to miss out on this opportunity. We've been working on it for almost a year. I think we got to book Amanda way in advance. So yeah, we've been working on this for quite a while, and we're excited. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Amanda, thank you for your time. You have a very busy schedule today, so appreciate you taking a few minutes out to be with us. And see you next month. Have a good day. Thanks, guys.